And there we have it, people. Arsenal nil, West Ham United 2. In what was a must win, we couldn't get it done today. We saw all of the same things we've seen in the past few weeks. We can't finish. Today was a lot worse in that at times they tried to score the perfect goal. Too many touches in the box, no one shooting from distance. Let's get to it. Starting lineup. Starting lineup was pretty much the same. Only change was Trossard came in for Havertz, who's serving a suspension. We dominated to begin the game. Odegaard and Saka was doing their thing on the right side, but again, as I started with, there was no decisiveness. There was a lot of passing, there was a lot of good movement, but we could not get the breakthrough. And off of the run of play, long ball over the top, Bowen miscontrols the pass, Zinchenko flops at the ball, and a ball that is contentious, where you could say it went out of play. But to this point, there is no technology to prove otherwise. Just like in the Newcastle game, our defenders stopped playing. Everybody's ball watching. Bowen continues to play. He gets the ball into the box. Kudos is unable to attack the ball because of pressure. But then Souček easily scores. It's 1-0 off of the run of play. And you would think that this would allow the players to liven up. But no, it was continuous, slow play. There was no urgency. We continued to play the same way. This game, again, just like a few other games this season, shows we need replacements on the bench. Over $600 million spent. And you look at the state of that bench. You look at our second team. Martinelli, again with Martinelli. His final ball. His decision making. Again with the style of play. How many times have I said, can we change up the formation? Can Saka go on the left, Martinelli go on the right? Can Martinelli go down the middle, Jesus go down the left? Can we do something different? No, it's continuously doing the same things. And unlike other games this season where we found the breakthrough, it never came today. The breakthrough never came today. You had a Alvarez and an Ogbonna who was defending for their lives. You had a Kudos who was defending for his life and at all times was available when there was a counterattack. West Ham played out of their skins today. There was barely any changes made, aside from a Paqueta who went out due to injury. It was the same team that played the whole game. This is the second time this season that David Moyes has beaten us. This is the second time he showed a masterclass against us, and we could not do anything. You be going to halftime and you think things would change. You think that the tactics would change. We would do something different. And no, we come out doing the same thing. Side pass. Trying to score the perfect goal. When we cross the ball, we pass it high, which allows their defenders to head the ball out. We have short players. Why does nobody drive the ball low into the box? Maybe a mistake can happen. Maybe the ball can ricochet and hit somebody's hand. Maybe somebody can slip. No, it's always the same type of pass. It's as if when you look in those training videos, there's nothing new that is practiced. It's just vibes because you don't see anything different. Every time I looked at a Declan Rice today at the edge of the box, he never is in position to strike the ball. Never. He's never even looking to strike the ball. It's always to pass it to the side. And it's always to the right side. Odegaard passing the ball into defenders. Passing the ball to the other team. The only person who was prepared to shoot when he got the ball was Saka. And even he wasn't good today. He struck the post on the 6-yard box, heads the ball directly to the keeper. Jesus today, oh my goodness. Jesus was rubbish today. He could have been out there for another 90 minutes. He would not have scored. How many headers did this guy have? And he couldn't even put it on target. And when he did put it on target, he hit it straight at the keeper. How many shots did he take? He shot him straight into the stands. Jesus, rubbish today. And if he wasn't shooting, if he wasn't taking a shot, he was rolling on the floor, looking for a foul. Unlike the Luton game where he realized he wasn't going to get the foul, so he continued to play on. He didn't do that today. There was so many things wrong with this game. And then before you knew it, old boy Mavropanos, off of a set piece, scores from close range, 2-0. The game is dusted. Even though we had over 35 minutes plus added time to go, you knew at that point the game was over. They didn't need to go forward anymore. They had everything to play for. Even if they gave up a goal, they still had everything to play for. And they never even gave up a goal. They played like warriors out there. Like I said, Ogbonna and Alvarez were the two men of the match. They were warriors out there today. And then when Arteta finally looks to the bench, you put on Eddie. You put on Reece Nelson for Zinchenko and Martinelli. Our attacking substitutions provided nothing. Nothing changed. You take off Trossard, who from close range drew a save from Areola. But Trossard wasn't good today. You put on Smith Rowe. Nothing changed with the substitutions because, like I said, no matter who comes on, the system never changes. The parts change, but the system stays the same. Nothing changes with the substitutions. Nothing changes at all. There is no tactical adjustments at no point. Let's change the system up. Let's do something different. No, there's never any of that. And as I said a few videos back, when it comes to crunch time, when it comes to these types of games, these are the types of games that show this manager is not going to get us to the finish line. These are those types of games that show we're not winning the Champions League. These are those types of games that show you, thank you for everything you've done, but we need to go in another direction. Because we don't need to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And that's what we've been doing. A chance to go top. Man City won against Everton. Liverpool won their game, their top. Aston Villa lost to Man United. And we couldn't beat a West Ham at home. At home. We couldn't beat them. And now we go into the new year. You would think this would be the time where they say, we need a forward. We need a midfielder. We need a defender. If we are serious, do not allow the club, do not allow people on the payroll of the club to finesse the fan base. They have to get these players in. There is no money. Do not allow them to finesse the fan base like this. This is the same ownership who got the necessary players to win the Super Bowl with the LA Rams. This is the same ownership who did what was necessary for the Denver Nuggets to win a championship. Do not allow those on the payroll, do not allow those who want to get clicks and likes and views to finesse the fan base. They need to do whatever it takes to win. Enough ex-players, enough super fans. We need to win now. There is no process. There is no phases. We need to win now. The standards have to be, we need to win everything that is on our plate. Everything that is before us, we need to win. There is no let's go for something else. Let's go next year. Let's accept what we are seeing. It's not good enough. And for those thousands of fans that got up and walked out before the full-time whistle, just as they did against Brighton at home last season, who saw enough, who saw nothing changing, we have to demand that this club respect us and take us seriously. Enough with all this merch. Enough putting out all this nonsense on social media. They have to do what is necessary for us to win. We have put enough time, money, and energy into this club. Now they have to deliver. There is no hope that we could win. They have to do what is necessary to do the best that they can to win. There is no hoping. There is no vibesing it. They have to put all their resources and energy into winning. That's how you win. Winning is a science. You don't win by accident. You have to do all that is necessary to win. And as we look at this table and we're 2 points off the top, going into the January window where we're about to verse a Fulham team away, we cannot take that game for granted, because before you know it, Fulham could beat us. That's the same Fulham who scored 5 goals back-to-back a few weeks ago. You're talking about a dangerous Fulham team, and if you take them for granted, they'll beat us too. See you guys on the next one.